As soon as we walked in the door, when the choir sang and the organ played, we knew we'd found our home.
It was of the Lord for us to come to this church.
There's just a sense of community here that's just really sweet and very special.
It's home and it's family to me, first and foremost.
Well, our mission here at Maple Springs, the primary mission, is to reach out into this community in which we live and to invite people to be here to help them wherever they are, whatever their point of need. We're all one people and we have one faith that we share. It's a historic faith. We've been here for over 160 years.
The name obviously came from a spring and a meeting ground under a tree, a maple tree, with the old-fashioned Methodist circuit riders. And I believe there was a Moravian who sold us the property for a very nominal price, and that's how it began.
I have been attending Maple Spring since 1972. It's 41 years, and we love it here.
All I have to say is I go to Maple Springs, and they'll go, "Where is that?" And I'll go, "Well, it's the Pumpkin Church on Reynolda Road." "Oh, yeah, the Pumpkin Church. Well, we know that." You know, what a mission that has been for our church to have those pumpkins for 35 years. And the people that we've met and the people that it's brought to our church.
What God's asking us to do is to be aware of the laws of love that have been written upon our hearts, and to practice those laws day and night, to know them and to study them. So for us at Maple Springs, we really want to be rooted in that respect. We want to be growing, because everything that is healthy is growing, and we want to be bearing fruit for Jesus Christ. And that's how people out here will know us.
We all share one common faith. Whether you worship in a traditional setting or you worship in a contemporary setting. During this next 2 years, we are focusing on giving new life to missions, buildings, and lives.
So you may be asking, what is a One Fund or One Generosity campaign? And actually, it's just a way to unify our financial stewardship program, our annual program of ministry and mission, together with the renovation needs that we currently have over the next couple of years.
We believe that generosity is a gift from God. God has been generous with us, and our calling as Christians is to not only be generous with Christ and toward Christ, but to be generous to our neighbors and to one another here in the church.
We're in the business of saving souls, not in looking necessarily the prettiest church, but we need to bring people in here so that we can change lives. We want this parking lot full every Sunday, every Monday, every Tuesday, the entire week. We want to use this place to grow people's souls and to reach out into the community in different ways. We just want it to be a living church, not just a building.
We owe it to the other members in the church to do our share.
It's good to have that conviction, though, to keep reminding you that you need to do the most you can. The church will not grow. We cannot replace things. We cannot have the things we need if we're not supporting it financially.
Music at Maple Springs has always been an important part of worship, an important element of touching people's lives.
The organ and the beautiful way that it's displayed. I think in the back of our church with the stained glass, you just walk in and the Spirit is there. You just feel it.
One of the main purposes and driving factors in the renovation of the sanctuary is the organ.
The organ was built in 1926 at the Castlevat Organ Company. And a pipe organ, you have the very best sound there is, because pipe organs have been used for hundreds of years in Europe.
Quality is there in an organ. It just has to be redone periodically, and that's where we are now with this one.
So if we're going to dismantle the front half of the sanctuary just to remove the organ and renovate it, now it starts making sense. If there is anything you're planning on doing to update the facility, to renovate it, you need to do them together, because you sure can't afford to renovate the organ, put it back in, and then a few years later tear out the facade that you just put back in to renovate it.
There is some difficulty with the stairs out front that need to be renovated into making it a safer entry into the building. And then the new facility is no longer new. It's 20 years old, I think, now, and has need for some improvements as well.
We have Craven Hall, and I raised my kids in a brand new building with new education and children's facilities, primarily because my parents' generation in this church had the love and the vision to say that it's not just about us, it's about the kids and the children in the next generation, and they invested in that generation. And now it's our turn.
The youth, they really are the future of the church. So we need to think about the investment in their lives right now.
My hope for Maple Springs is that we truly will have one faith and one future, and that anybody who steps foot in these doors will be able to be a part of it and will feel welcome to be a part of it. That's my true hope.
We've been blessed in the past, and they've looked out for the future, and now it's time where those of us that have reached a more mature stage need to step up and look to the future.
Because there's a lot of people outside the doors that don't know about the gospel, that don't know about Jesus Christ and his love for them. And so the things that we're doing here now are to prepare ourselves to be a better influence to those people, to get them in the doors here so we can love on them and just share that love with them.
One faith, one faith, one faith, one future.
One faith,
one future.
One future.
One faith, one future.
One faith, one future, one fund.
Folks, I want to first of all thank you for taking time to watch this video, and I appreciate so much your time and your support for this project. This is a great project. It's a fairly comprehensive project. It will require indeed all of us to be on board together. I am convinced this project gives us the opportunity to come together and to be more unified perhaps than we've been in years. An opportunity to do something great, not just for ourselves, but for our community. And this can be a huge catapulting event as we go into the years ahead. I am so thrilled to be here. I can't believe I get to be a part of your life during this time and get to be a part of this campaign. And I thank you for, again, for watching this video and encourage you to get in there with me as we go after this generosity initiative and this opportunity God's given us.